doing, especially our people, because we're not exposed at a young age to certain things. And the fact that you taught yourself how to become a sculptor after, you know, going through school and realizing that, you know, hey man, like I'm still kind of like not finding my way. I still don't really see myself in the world. I still don't. I haven't found out my why. I think that's just one of the dope parts about your journey. And but I guess my question to you is like through that journey though, right? Through that journey, what have been some of the lessons you've learned that you can kind of share with young folk about finding yourself along the way? Because this is a lifelong journey. So what would you tell folk?
That what I create, that I'm only the vessel. I don't take credit for this. I don't. I mean, I think it's the most arrogant, selfish thing that an artist can do is say that I did this because you didn't. I mean, you alluded earlier to our ancestors. And for me, many of our ancestors, I mean, we were the creators. I mean, we were the creators of civilization. Look what we've created. I mean, that never went away. It went away for a short period in time when we for my peoples, when we became enslaved. That was stripped from us. But our creativity was never stripped from us. It was never stripped from us. So our ancestors gave us that creativity. So for those that did not get that opportunity to create during that time of enslavement or impoverishment, you know, or any of the negativities that went along with us, is like an energy. I mean, we live in a vacuum. You know, our earth, you know, I mean, outside of it is a vacuum. So energy does not go away. It stays in that vacuum. So there are people that sometimes have a great talent and maybe they're not receptive to it, or they just haven't got the information to realize that what they have is important. So that energy for them is like, it's not for you. It goes to the person that is receptive to it. Fortunately, I was receptive to it. And there's a path that you have to go along, and there's a straight and narrow path, and you can veer off that path. And the voices of my ancestors and those who did not get the opportunity to create are the ones that have pushed me on that path. So that's why I say you cannot be selfish with this. You have to realize that there are so many people out there that are in your corner, people you don't even know that are in your corner. But it's up to you to believe in yourself and be disciplined enough and have the passion enough to follow it through. You must listen to your own voice. No one else on this earth breathes for you but you. And you must believe that. It's the belief that allowed me to continue to create the way I created. But my mother, when I think about my mother, I mean, she's the one that saw in me what I was going to be before I even became an artist. My mother would call me Michelangelo before I even knew who Michelangelo was. She just knew with all of her sons what we all were going to be. And do you know, to this day, we are all what we chose to become in life, me and my brothers. So that's an incredible journey we've had, you know. So I don't take credit for it, but I give credit due for the people that have helped me along my way, even the ones that aren't even here, and the negative ones too. There's so much negativity about people telling you what you can't do. That's the biggest fight you have to go through. You have to, it's not, my thing was to prove to them that they were wrong, but more or less prove to me that I was right, that I could do this. And so your negativity was probably the most powerful energy that I probably had, because that's what kept me motivated, was just to prove a point to myself that I can do this, regardless of what you say. And then I had to ask, why did you do this? Why? You know, and then after a while, I just said, it doesn't make any difference. I am who I am. So thank you. Thank you for all your negative comments and whatever, and trying to stop me from reaching my dream, because you didn't do it. You didn't. You allowed me to become who I am. And now I can go back and teach and get rid of that negativity. I can use that energy, all of